Hello, my name is Guy Wallace, and I'd like to introduce you to Modular Curriculum Development and Acquisition Process, one of the PACT processes for training and development, learning, and knowledge management. PACT is an acronym because it's performance-based, accelerated, customer and stakeholder-driven, training and development of any blend. PACT offers 3 levels of instructional systems design, plus common analysis and common project management philosophies, approaches, tools, and templates, all intended to reduce cycle times and costs and increase content reuse, and most importantly, improve the performance impact of your training and development offerings. Modular Curriculum Development and Acquisition, it's the new product development level of ISD, Instructional Systems Design. MCD is a gated new product development process using a modular platform design approach for one or several instructional products. It's more akin to traditional ISD as represented by the ADDIE model. You'd use MCD as your instructional systems design approach when your need is to conduct a modular content development or acquisition effort post-CAD or without a front-end CAD. Modular curriculum development, when you want a predictable, collaborative process with a proven history of success. Who is involved in MCD? On the supply side, project managers, performance analysts, the MCD and IAD designer, and the lead developer. On the customer side, the roles are the project steering team, chair, and members. They hand-picked the analysis team and design team members, as well as subject matter experts for the development team with the ISD staff, as well as pilot team members, both the master performers who will review the content for its accuracy, completeness, and appropriateness, and the target audience representatives, those learners who represent the target audience. They will allow us to test for instructional effectiveness in terms of their ability to perform post-training. Most modular curriculum development and acquisition efforts are conducted off-site in facilitated meetings for both data generation and then for data reviews. The analysis team, design team, development team, and pilot test teams are facilitated by knowledgeable PACT practitioners. The project steering team meets for gate reviews at the end of 4 of the 6 project phases. A standard 6-phase approach to modular curriculum development is Phase 1, Project Planning and Kickoff, Phase 2, Analysis, Phase 3, Design, Phase 4, Development and Acquisition, Phase 5, Pilot Test, Phase 6, Revision and Release, release to the deployment systems in place. Some MCD projects can be organized in a different fashion, where the analysis and design phases may be combined because of the analysis and design data from the CAD project. If there was no prior CAD, however, then that is problematic to use the analysis data in the design methods without it being first approved. How long does an MCD project typically take? Well, that varies tremendously because of the amount of content that may be developed in Phase 4. However, Phases 1, 2, and 3 can be predicted much more accurately. Phase 1, Project Planning and Kickoff, might take 1 to 2 days to 1 to 2 weeks. Phase 2, Analysis, might take 1 to 2 days to 1 to 2 weeks. Phase 3, Design, might take 1 to 2 days or 1 to 2 weeks. Phase 4 might take anywhere from a couple of days to 10 to more weeks, depending on the amount of content to be developed. Phase 5, Pilot Test, a couple of days to several weeks. Phase 6, Revision and Release, might be a couple of days to a couple of weeks. MCD Phase 1 Project Planning and Kickoff. Initially, there would be clients and stakeholder interviews to ensure that MCD was the appropriate ISD response. A project plan would be developed, and that would be reviewed with the project steering team in their first gate review meeting, where they would hand-pick the master performers and the subject matter experts needed in the Phase 2 analysis team activities. In MCD Phase 2 analysis, the PACT practitioner would prepare for the analysis team meeting and conduct it with the master performers and subject matter experts, producing the performance model data and the knowledge and skill data. That data then would be used to assess existing training and development content for its reuse potential. That would be compiled into an analysis report, which would be reviewed with the project steering team in their second gate review meeting at the end of the phase. Those analysis data that the project steering team would review would include target audience demographics, performance model data, enabling knowledge and skills data, and assessments of existing training and development. As approved, MCD Phase 3 design would utilize all of that analysis data in a design team meeting facilitated by the PACT practitioner, the MCD designer. That design would then be documented in a design document for review with the project steering team in their gate review meeting. What they would be reviewing would be event maps of lessons for each of the administratable training and development events that are to be produced. Each event is composed of a number of lessons. Each lesson would have a lesson map of instructional activities, and each instructional activity would have a instructional activity specification, the most detailed level of design in the PACT processes. It is in the instructional activity specification that all of the analysis data would eventually reside. All of that data reviewed and approved by the project steering team would be utilized in MCD Phase 4, Development and Acquisition, where the development teams would be composed of ISD developers and subject matter experts as appointed by the project steering team. In Phase 4, the pilot test materials are produced for use in the next phase. MCD Phase 5, the pilot test. The materials are tested for their instructional integrity as well as for their content accuracy, completeness, and appropriateness. Instructional effectiveness is measured with the target audience representatives. Accuracy, completeness, and appropriateness is measured with master performers participating in the pilot testing of the materials appropriate to the type of materials. After the pilot test, evaluation data is reviewed and revision recommendations are created for review with the project steering team. Those are converted into revision specifications for use in the next phase. MCD Phase 6, Revision and Release. Content is updated using the authoring tools of your LCMS and other tools per the revision specifications and then released to those systems in place for storage, administration, and deployment. The project is closed out and archived. The 6 phases of a modular curriculum development project merely organize the teams in producing data and reviewing it before it's used in the next logical step. Modular curriculum development. It's performance-based. It's quick and flexible for instructional product development and or purchasing and blending. It is customer and stakeholder focused and driven, and it addresses training and development, learning, and knowledge management of any blend. But the more important point for using modular curriculum development as your ISD approach at the ADDIE level is for return on investment, from increased performance impact, increased modular design reuse, reduced development time and costs, reduced inventory system costs, reduced administrative system costs, reduced deployment system costs, and reduced maintenance system costs. The PACT processes for training and development, learning, and knowledge management. 3 levels of integrated instructional systems design. Curriculum architecture design, CAD, is a gated systems engineering or architectural ISD process for the design of a comprehensive curriculum for one or more critical target audiences. Modular Curriculum Development, MCD. It's a gated new product development ISD process using a modular platform design approach for one or several instructional products. It's more akin to traditional ISD as represented by the ADDIE model. Instructional Activity Development, IAD. It's a gated new product component development ISD process, also using a modular platform design approach for developing instructional components. You can learn a lot more about the PACT processes for training and development, learning, and knowledge management in my book, Lean ISD, which is available as a free PDF, 404 pages, on my website at www.eppic.biz, epic with 2 P's, .biz. You may contact me, Guy Wallace, through my website. I hope you have found this informational. Thank you, and have a great day.